How y'all doing? This is I'm Sidney Gooch, and this is my wife Shalita, and we the creators of Love Lives Here.
Yes, Love Lives Here, y'all. Okay. Our first episode is going to be about bringing back love. And why? Why are we doing that?
Why we what?
Why do we want to bring back love?
We're in love, ain't we?
I hope so. It's
Yeah,
been it's been a long ride. So almost 17 years we've been married. Me and Sidney have had a journey. We're just ordinary people, just been through some obstacles, and we want to share a little something about it.
Yeah, give an insight on everything and make people understand that it's nothing wrong with being married. It's nothing wrong with loving your wife. It's nothing wrong with any of that stuff.
It's nothing wrong with bringing back love into relationships, marriages, and family.
Yep.
And parenting. That's right, y'all. So we're going to give a little background about ourselves. You want to start with that?
No, you can.
Okay. So a background meaning like what we're about. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because our journey together is like a story of, I call it a love story. A love story of the impossible, I think, right?
Yeah.
It had to be so many factors that came together for us to be here today. So we want to share some insights to some people, just give them some inspiration that you guys can do it. So when we met, I was a single mom of a 5-year-old beautiful daughter and a 3-year-old son. And I was sitting on my sister's couch. Some of our YouTube fans know about this. And I was saying I was done with men. And this handsome man walked through the door.
Yeah, I walked through the door and speak to her.
No, he did
I just
not,
came
y'all.
Back from
He was
being overseas
oh my
and
gosh,
being in the
I
army.
was like, oh.
Well, all y'all YouTube subscribers already know that.
They know the story. I'm still mad. It's almost 17 years. I'm joking.
You're going to have to get over that, though.
Oh, I think you put in work, so I'm okay with it now. So I was sitting on my sister's couch, and he came in to visit a friend of his, and he just came home from the military, and all his homeboys would be like, "You so fine, girl," la la la, and he was the only one that didn't even try to mac. My daughter jumped out the hallway and said hi, and he was just like, hi. He was very friendly, so I knew he liked kids, but he was just being too cool. So I said, who was that? Walked up in here like that, didn't even speak to me. So he spoke to my sister. He said, I spoke to the woman of the house. And I was like, okay, he's cocky. So I was like, okay, that story's done and over with. I'm moving on with life.
You have to understand that what I had went through the prior night was pretty rough. You know, I just came home from the army. I was overseas. So I had been home a year. Still wasn't right.
Partying.
Like, man, partying hard. You know?
You look like you were partying when
I
saw
was
you.
partying.
You was so cute, though.
I was?
Yeah.
You was cute, too, but
them
counties down there where she was at, it was like, I was like, man, I didn't like these people down here. I'm like, man, you know.
He told me that. I said, but he likes me. You know, he liked me.
So I kept coming back down there, you know.
And the reason why I said it's the possible, because we didn't even say, okay, my sister was a woman of the house, said, oh, he wants to talk to you. And his best friend, who was the father of her children at the time, said he wants to talk to you. But neither one of us said that. Neither one of us said that at all. And truth be told, that's what connected us. And we were like giving each other a chance to talk. So once we talked, we've been inseparable ever since. And
one other time after that time, I called her, and her sister said, why you ain't talk to my sister while she was here? She said you was cute. I said, what?
I didn't say that, though. I said you were cute.
This is her phone number. Call her. I call her.
Yeah, she went running with that. She said you're cute. She was like, oh, you want to talk to him?
I ain't called nobody since.
I know.
And once I started talking to her, I haven't talked to her.
So we just want to share like our obstacles of being a blended family. Like Sidney didn't have kids, but I had kids. And we had some obstacles with incorporating outside parents. We had some obstacles with just poverty. Like we were just struggling together. Like I remember riding this hoopty and having to roll the window up with my hand and just the struggle is real. But we want to bring back inspiration to people that even though you start that way, it's not
it don't mean you're gonna end that way.
And definitely give you guys some hope to bring back some love into your life. So that's what we're about. This topic of the first episode is bring back love. And what are we going to cover?
We're going to cover relationships, marriages, and parenting.
And these topics are something that we just we've mentored couples. We have talked to We've been asked to like speak to numerous couples and about their relationships, and we mentor parents, and we just want to broaden our horizon and just help as many people as we can. So that's why we're here with this podcast.
Yeah, you know, a lot of my friends call me all the time. Man, I'm in the doghouse. Man, what?
He gives good advice though.
You've been married a long time. You know, what should I do? Stay home.
Don't leave, right?
Yeah, do whatever you want to do while you at home.
Just don't leave home.
Your wife can only say so much.
And then she's gonna get over it?
No.
Right.
No. But I stay home. That's what works for me.
Right.
I can, you know, my life is not all about partying because I work hard, I work a lot, but when I am off, I do like to enjoy myself.
Right.
But sometimes, you know, as you enjoy yourself, sometimes it could be too much. That's understandable. But I don't have a wife that, you know, ever be surprised at anything because she knows me. We've been together so long.
Right.
You know? We talk about it all the time. I am so glad I can be your entertainer.
You are.
Yeah, because you never know what you're going to get. The kids and everything, ask them, they'll tell you. I am an entertainer.
He thinks he's Michael Jackson.
I don't think I'm Michael Jackson. I
Remember
just
the
like
concert we went to, and you was like, "I think they're watching me. I'm the entertainment." And I said, "No, they're watching Chris Brown."
Yeah, but that's good though because you can be yourself. You're so comfortable around your spouse, your wife, that she understands. She already knows. You know, it's not nothing harmful. It's not nothing bad. You know.
So you were telling me the other day that when you talk to the young men and you mentor them, what do you tell them, like as far as relationship goes? Because we want to bring love back to that. But what was it you told me?
The true test of part of being a man and realizing that one woman is enough.
Yeah.
You know, I'd have been all around this world. You know, I didn't get married till I was 25.
Oh,
but I met her when I was 23. So I had been all around. You know. All coming up through high school, went to the military, came back. I met her, I was 23 years old, and I haven't looked back. Right. There's no reason to, you know. I didn't miss anything. I had my fun, you know. And sometimes I think that, you know, Keyshawn's going into the military next month.
That's our oldest son. He's 19.
A challenge for him because he wasn't like I was. And he tells me all the time. He called me as soon as he got his news, he called me and told me. You know. But he's not like me and I'm not like him. But I was a lot.
You and me wilder. You can say it. You was wild.
Yeah.
Your mom
Even
told
before
me.
I went to the military.
Your mom said I couldn't tell him nothing.
But he ain't like that though.
Right.
I was awful. You know.
So you think some young men need to get something out their system and just live a little?
Sometimes
before?
Yes, but sometimes no. But
it doesn't take. Some guys and women never change. It's just in them.
Yeah, it depends on the person though. You gotta grow up and mature.
And that stuff we'll be covering because, truth be told, like our dynamics is like so opposite. Like I come from a family of, we didn't value marriage. It's not a lot of examples set by my side of the family. And then Sidney's side of the family is it's all about marriage. They've been married for years and years and years and years.
Yeah, my grand.
So it makes a difference, like generational. And that's some topics we'll be covering as far as our podcast go. Just some stuff we found out along the way.
My grandparents had 13 kids. I don't know how many years they was married. It was a whole bunch of them though.
They was married till they died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't no, you know, and you don't see too much of that now. But there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
I think with COVID hitting, our thing is this. It's so many people breaking up. It's so many parents and like so much stress. And we understand it because we have 5 kids. And for us, the stress level did increase and we were tested. But we want you guys to know that it's still possible to make it through. And bringing back love into your household, bringing back love into with your kids is so important right now. We've been able to and blessed to still work, and we know people are losing jobs and going through some stuff. But we want you to understand that draw closer to your loved ones, draw closer to your family right now because they're going to be the people that are still there after all this pandemic and all this stuff goes away. They're going to be still there. So draw into your people. And it may not be a big circle. That's okay because we have
a small circle.
And it works for us. Our kids are number one. And then we have our immediate family. And it may not look perfect for everybody. Like, you know, sometimes you may not have that mom and that dad who's jumping in. But you guys draw closer to yourselves and just know what you guys can and can't do. And you'll make it through. So when we go through our podcast, every week we want to talk about our word is. And that's just something that kind of like maybe it's just kind of like a current event, something that kind of like set us off and we want to share. And this week's word is
from last Saturday night when Nate Robinson looked dead on the canvas.
Okay, y'all. My husband explained sports to me. Like, I didn't know nothing about football until I met this man. He taught me all about that, and I'm on here just talking stuff about first down and da-da-da-da. So I'm thinking I'm the expert. He was explaining to me this man is an all-star basketball player, right?
He won the slam dunk contest 3 times.
And he done all this good stuff, and he's out here trying to play box. And when I saw how he got laid out, I said...
Yeah, you should have seen by the first punch he did. You could tell he couldn't fight by the way he did that.
The word is, y'all, we need to bring Nate Robinson some love this week, okay? Because I'm going to tell you one thing. Okay, if I was his wife and he came looking like that crazy on TV, I would have been like, You didn't disgrace our whole family. We gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, he pretty much did. He embarrassed himself.
He did, and the kids. Look, our kids would have been like, hands on the hip. Oh no, you didn't.
We got one daughter would have said, Daddy, why did you think that was okay for you to do that?
Oh, nice. She's the nice
one. That's the oldest one.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other one be like, Dad, why did... You know you can't do that. What you do that for?
Why'd you go out there doing that?
Total opposite personalities, reactions, everything.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But that was fun. That was a fun night, though.
Yeah. And I give big ups to Mike Tyson.
And Roy Jones was doing the same thing, but he was fighting.
Yeah.
He'll punch him and turn around and run.
It was better than that fight with Nate Robinson and
that looked sad. I thought he was dead.
So bad. Our 19-year-old son, you can't punch like that, swing your arms all around.
Yeah, this ain't basketball.
Yeah, but Nate Robinson, we brought you some love back. It's okay, brother. I'm sure your wife is going to be there for you, just like I would be there for my
Train some more before you get in that boxing ring again.
Right.
Because you have to learn defense because you're just trying to... I don't know what he was trying to do.
Well, he tried. I give him a C.
Maybe it's like a little man syndrome.
I don't know. I give him a C.
You gave him a
C because we care. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna C for care because we care about him because he got messed up.
Because we cared about him after he laid down there.
You got messed up.
After he looked like he was dead.
It's okay. I mean, he laid
got
there
up
for
on
a
the
while,
stool.
though.
He still wasn't right.
I was like, oh my God, because he replayed it for me, y'all, and I was looking at it, and I was like, oh my God, is he gonna get up?
Yeah. But the fight of the night was Tyson, though.
So the word is, Nate Robinson, we brought you some love back. It's okay, brother. Oh, Lord. So when we jumping into our topics and parenting, one thing I want y'all to know is parents, we have 5 children. Our oldest is 22. Next is 19, son. Oldest daughter, 22, 19, 13-year-old daughter, 11-year-old daughter, and 5-year-old son. We are with you guys right now.
Help.
There's never been a time when I think your parenthood would be tested more now.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because we on Zoom alert. That's what we call it.
Yeah, they say, Daddy, I'm on a Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. What
so
you on?
I said I'm gonna learn Braille.
This bathroom.
Because I'm gonna send signs say you better get your shit together, and I want to hold the sign up like this.
Look, I know all the teachers think I'm crazy.
Yeah, as soon as Daddy come down the steps, they went mute.
Your dad must be off today. Because it's pretty quiet. I know I'm loud. I can't help it. You know?
I need a t-shirt that said, don't put me on Zoom.
No, you don't know what I'm going to say.
So we understand. We do understand it's hard right now. Yeah, and it's stressful, but your kids are beautiful creatures that need you more now than ever. And we've learned so much more about our kids.
Yeah, and she told me last night when we was talking about doing this, what we was going to talk about is the kids are more stressed than ever. Because they having more work. Mm-hmm. You got to sit up in front of a TV screen.
Mm-hmm. And figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can't help them with it.
So we bring our love back to the parents and the kids because just listen, as much as you are stressed, they are stressed as well, y'all. Yeah. They have never done this before. And these kids are like teaching their self material. And a lot of us parents are kind of like, if you don't come to me, I ain't asking you either. You know what I'm saying? Because they're stressed as well.
Yeah, but we have smart kids though. But
thank God, because if they were stupid, I'm sorry, y'all.
Can't say that.
I'm sorry.
What you mean?
If they needed, no, I don't know. If they needed extra help, I would be struggling too. I'm keeping it real. Okay, look. If y'all understand the fact that like your kids need all this help as it is, and if you have a situation where you lost your job, if you have a situation where you're already stressed and have so much on your plate, that added factor can set some people off. You know,
yeah, it can.
It can.
You don't have enough money, you can't feed them because
right, and they don't understand. They're kids.
These kids, all they do is eat.
Oh
they
my gosh.
eat and sit behind the computer, eat chips.
They say we want breakfast, then they do a snack, then they do lunch.
They have all these extra meals planned.
Then they have another snack.
I have a break, so I have to eat after my break.
Mm-hmm.
But your break's at 12, but you just ate at 11 o'clock.
I mean, the first 4 months, Ayana kept coming to me and said, "What are we having for lunch?" I said, "Do I work for the cafeteria?"
Yeah, but where?
Because they was up there asking me like we had a menu planned out. I said, "You best to go to the refrigerator and open and figure it out." They were so programmed with that schedule. They like, "What's for lunch? Okay, look, you taller than me. Figure it out." You know. But I understand the stress that people are going through, and I thank God that we have kids
because they won't try to eat you out of house and home.
But the kids are communicating.
But we're blessed to be able to provide enough food and all this stuff for the kids to eat while they're home, because it's people that can't.
Yeah, and we understand that, and we want to show love, and it just honestly, we just want to know that we're with y'all because it's hard. It is hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
And them being home and going through this with us as well. Like we as parents, like we've had situations where we're stressed about finances and stressed about things, and we'll sit up at night and talk about it late. But the kids were never there going through it with us. Now they're there, you know.
Yeah, they
and
hear
in the middle of a
everything.
conversation, they're like, "We need help with this," and then we need the Wi-Fi's not working. But bringing back love into your parenthood means to just understand that they're stressed too. They are going through it. Yeah. And some of these kids are already struggling with school. So this is an added factor on top of that. They're struggling with school, and then they send you off to the wolves and say, "Okay, figure it out."
Some of the kids not going to school. Mm-hmm. I see them every day. They ain't going to school.
Right.
Their parents just said, forget it.
Mm-hmm. Not in our backgrounds. Like we feel like we're, pretty much, well-educated people.
Yeah,
but
we are.
I think that, first of all, I'm going to bring back some love to the North Carolina math system, because when we came down here,
oh yeah, that's
2 + 2 = 4. Okay, but when we came down here, 2 box 2 1 1 plus 2 equals 2.
It's a different kind of math
and then another
that we were used to.
It's a whole breakdown of math that we never seen. They had courses on it and options of like we need to get
and the two
trained
oldest
on
girls
it.
had to really get used to it. I don't even know it. They asked me that stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. I said
I done been to college, everything. I don't know.
Yes.
What is that? I don't know.
It was something that we had to figure out, and that makes it harder, right? So bringing back love to the parents. Our best advice could be what? I think as a father, my husband just kind of asked him, "Are you okay? Like, do you need anything?" Or he suggested a tutor. So we have a retired CMS County teacher, and
math teacher,
and she calls in on Zoom once a week. But if you can't do that, I think for options of resourcing your older children, if you have older children that can jump in and help, team up. We are family that everybody jumps in. So, or a student in the neighborhood, they all home mostly. If you have a college student that's back home, or you have an older teenager that would be willing to sit down and help your child, get those resources. Don't be scared to ask. We have a neighborhood page that people posted up on the neighborhood page. Can we have help with this subject? And then people jump in, So I think we need to share those tips with parents right now, because even though they give you a lot of resources, it's a lot of messages. It's overwhelming,
I get all kinds of text all day. I'm at work. I don't,
It's so many messages. It's overwhelming. Now for marriages, y'all. Our marriage is okay. 2 ordinary people that came together and been through some big obstacles. That's how I can sum that up. So to bring back love.
What you mean brought back? What you mean obstacles?
It's been some obstacles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't want anybody to think that this is easy. I need a cast iron seatbelt to ride this roller coaster, y'all.
Marriage is work.
It's work. So our 22-year-old daughter put it best, and she says, "Mom, us young people are not worried about love. We just the next person, and as soon as stuff gets hard, they just split. They're like,
because that's what society is,
right? And we want to change that outlook. You can look. Some people don't have examples at home, like I said, I didn't.
But I did. My dad
we two came together and figured it out.
My dad always worked. My mom did too, until a certain time. But they always loved each other. They used to, when I first started talking to you, we were dating. I guess that's what they call it now. But you were my girlfriend. I used to be on the phone with you. You could hear my mom calling my name from her room, calling me, "Are you home?" Yes, I'm on the phone, Mom. I'm 23 years old. I said, I gotta get out of here because she gonna think I'm a mama's boy and she ain't gonna want me no more.
But side note, ladies, if the man's still at home, don't just count him out. For me, I mean, some women like, you still at home with your mom and dad. This man...
I had just came back from overseas.
But when we talk, I could see, and I want to talk to you. I want to see where your mind is. And we came together. It was like, you didn't have much, I didn't have much. But when we came together, I could see in your eyes that this man's going to make it work. And I'm going to make it work. So don't count a man out because he is, per se, at home. I mean, he may be at home, but he may be banking his money. He may have dreams and aspirations, and you and him can ride together and make that happen.
Yeah, but you helped me reach my dreams and aspirations with me being with you and talking to you, and it helped me out a lot, you know.
I think unity, like you having my back and me having yours.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what people need to understand. And it doesn't look pretty all the time.
Because when we got married, we was broke.
We were broke, y'all. I remember living in an apartment and our kids, like a 2-bedroom apartment, and we was in the hood. Okay, I don't like labeling, but we were in the hood. It was gunshots outside. We were down on the floor because we were afraid about the guns flying through the window. So we understand that it's going to be some kind of a struggle sometimes, but we stuck it out.
Well, we always work hard. We always
both work hard
to get better.
Right.
So if you have somebody that's not willing to do that, I mean, what are you supposed to do? You know.
I think if you, like we've talked to couples, if you see that you're doing all the work and that person goals and aspirations is not looking like yours, pour into them and uplift them. Like for me and my husband, we have a rule. I'm not going to embarrass you in front of the public. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tear you down. I learned it a long time ago. Like I'm an essential worker. I'm in healthcare.
I am too.
Right. And so when we were coming up, we both started our careers around the same time. And I remember this nurse I work with, because I worked at the hospital in labor delivery. I've done it for 16 years, you know, assisting doctors and sections. And I remember her saying she always uplifted her husband. It was like a kind of a magical thing. And I understand that everything ain't perfect, but you never heard that woman once say something bad about her husband. And she always talking about she loved him. He was, you know, I love my husband. I can't wait to get home to him. And as a young lady who just got married myself, I was like in awe of that. And I know now what she meant. You don't have to tear your man down in front of nobody. No. He is, if you have conversations about something that happened, you can talk about that at home. But tearing him down, that doesn't help either one of us look good. I want to uplift him. I want him to know that he is my rock and I'm his. So when we out in public, it's respect between us. I mean, he's not going to throw me under the bus, and I'm not going to throw him under the bus. And any conversation that we need to have, we have it later. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to go home to the same place.
We done been together a long time, man. We don't have nothing to prove to nobody.
Right.
We're fine, yeah.
So that's what talking about marriage.
But we're not perfect.
No.
You know?
We have arguments. We have like discussions, heated discussions, and we work it out. But our number one rule is what? You don't leave. Don't leave out.
Nowhere. Shit. Go where?
You're not going nowhere.
I'm not going.
Mm-hmm. Downstairs in the garage. That's his man cave. In the garage, y'all. He done turned it out with a TV, got the YouTube game system.
Yeah.
That's where he go.
Speaker. Drown her out.
See y'all? See how he act? Drown me out. That's okay. I'm gonna call you.
She's not that bad though. She doesn't. Yeah.
I'm not that bad.
Over the years, you know, I call her. I'm an entertainer to her. You know, I just like. I'm glad I can entertain you for all these years. My good, my bad. It's just, you know, when I first got home from the Army, I was kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. Not nothing too crazy. Not nothing like, you know.
Not dangerous crazy, y'all. If somebody hurting people and endangering your life, that ain't gonna work, y'all.
It's just maybe, you know, I don't know.
It's partying.
Yeah, pretty
live.
much. Mm-hmm. Live,
yes.
Loud, music, stuff like that.
He enjoys cooking on the grill. He enjoys family.
I mean, that's what I did in the middle. I kept on doing it. Now I have my kids doing it. I have them helping me. I have my daughters cutting me up onions, you know.
And grilling and playing music.
Yeah, and being loud. You know, I'm a live guy. You know, and my kids are that way too. They're probably live and loud right now.
Yeah. He went and bought a stereo system for our room.
They up there singing on the microphone.
They got microphones and they doing karaoke when we left in our room. We thought we was gonna have something where we're gonna make our bedroom like nice and, you know, decorated, and they took over the room. Wherever we are, they follow us, y'all. They be like, okay, we coming in here now.
Oh, you got some speakers in there? You got a microphone?
Party. Listen.
The dog going crazy.
The dog's howling.
Yeah.
Next we come home, it's going to be a disco light. They gonna have up in the ceiling.
People think we playing.
Doing TikTok videos.
Yeah, but people think we playing, but our kids are off the chain.
Yeah. I'm sure kids are too.
I mean, that's just because they came from us, you know?
Yeah, the combo.
Yeah.
So our episodes we're going to do, we just want to encourage you through the episodes. We want to go over some topics that are kind of sensitive and kind of like some things that maybe somebody never told you, or we're not saying we have all the answers because we don't. We just want to share what we've learned along the way and just give y'all some light into how maybe things can work for y'all, and just letting you know that you're not alone. And for me, coming from my background, it would be nice to hear that from somebody. And me and my husband have mentored couples, talked to people. They always calling us about their problems. And we appreciate that, but we want to expand that into helping more people, because we feel that if we figure it out, it can help somebody possibly, make it a little easier for somebody else.
Yeah.
So our next episode we're going to be doing is, does love heal? That's a sensitive subject. Does love heal?
Does love heal what?
Does love heal your hurt? We have some guest speakers that'll be calling in, sharing their experience, with love. And I know it goes back generational. I know that a lot of our hurt and a lot of the situations that we bring to the table is from generational.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some couples and some people giving some insights going to be calling in. Does love heal? Because sometimes people think I'm going to get married and fix all my problems. Those problems from your generations come right with you in that marriage, come right with you in that relationship. So love does not always heal. Some people say it do, some people don't. So some people say it doesn't. But if you guys want to email us some questions and stuff for that next episode, it is loveliveshere@gmail.com. And you can follow us on Instagram and our Instagram page.
The Gooch Life 06.
Yep. And that's
But we're not done yet. Wait a minute, chill out. Hold on. What are you doing?
We're sharing the information.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. I want to make sure we told y'all what was coming next, though, because our episodes are basically surrounded about love and some good advice and some funny stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know if I said this already. I don't think I did, but it's nothing wrong with being married.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing wrong with loving one woman. It's nothing wrong with raising your kids right, because that's what I seen from my father.
Mm-hmm. So for the guys out there that didn't have that, what advice can you give them?
Shalita, I don't know, because I couldn't even fathom it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I'd be if I didn't have my dad.
But if you talk
a father's job is more important than you think.
Oh, I believe it. I understand.
It's more important than you think, because I want to be just like my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Right, wrong, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that before, right?
Yeah.
And, so I served in the military. I've been to the same place my dad has.
Mm-hmm.
He told me all the stories. That what made me want to do it.
Right.
And we have a child that's pretty soon going to take the same journey.
Yeah. But you have spoken to young men that don't have father figures, and what do you tell them?
I have. I coach football. It's like you. It's like you raise your voice at them. And it's like you say you're gonna kill them, because it's like the first. Sometimes like 7, 8-year-old kids, or maybe the daddy's in and out, but you don't have that constant figure. That constant figure doing the right thing. I'm telling you, it helps.
You share some of them had never been yelled at like that, right?
Yeah.
They were scared.
And then some of them try to fight you because they're mad that you talk to them like that. But I don't know no other way to talk.
Yeah, but you brought them in and you shared with them, I'm here because I care about you.
I care. I want you to do good. And
they loved you as a coach. They did.
I was good.
Yeah, they loved you as a coach, because some of them, and they would come like, Mr. Sidney. And
Mr. Sidney.
They really did, because it was something that maybe they didn't have at home.
Yeah,
so you saying
that you
saying that you didn't know what to say, but just being there and being like,
but I was
care.
already a father then,
right?
So I knew of girls, but with boys it's different. You have to talk to them different,
right?
You have to talk to Keyshawn different than you talk to Alicia.
Those are older too. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So your best advice could be just be there and care for them, and just make sure you're sharing what they need to hear when they need to hear it.
Yeah, the right thing. I want you to. I know you can do it. Go out there and tackle him.
Right.
Put your shoulder pad, put your head here, just go tackle them. You'll be fine. That's all you have to do. Sometimes I get carried away with it and yell too much, but it's football.
You're just passionate. I understand.
It's just passionate, and you know that when you're passionate about something, this is the way I am. When I know that somebody can be better than what they're showing me, then it makes me mad. Because it doesn't make me mad, it just bothers me that I'm going to mess with you because you have potential. I know you can do better. Just like with Keyshawn. I know you.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's some young men that we talked to and you've mentored that basically were not realizing their potential.
Yeah. You're not realizing. Yeah. If you can't take a command, somebody telling you something what to do, come on, man.
It's going to be somebody telling you what to do everywhere you go. It's true.
And I got that from the military and from my father. My father wasn't really hard. He was chill. He was older. But he told me, I just didn't want to disappoint him.
Right. So if you're listening to this and you never heard that before, it does come from home, but if you don't have it,
all boys want their daddy to be proud of them. I know my father would be proud of me today knowing that I got as far as I have in life, the things that I've done, the things that I've accomplished after the military. And he's the reason why I went to the military, Told me all the stories, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to see this, you're going to see that. And he did it already, so I wanted to do it. I was 18, off the chain. Yep, I'm leaving. I'm not going to sit up here with y'all. No. I got to go. No.
We got our mugs. He's a Cancer and I'm a Sagittarius, so we want to represent our signs.
Yeah, and they say that these signs don't work out, but it's been working out for us.
It's been working out. We'll be 17 years in the new year. We married 15 years next year. So it's a lot of stuff that we've learned together. We've learned on our own. So our podcast is definitely going to be covering those type of things. And background, even if you're, like for us, blended families, like we say we have 5. My daughter was 5 and my son was 3. Having that mentality where I had someone to basically hustle with me. Like I had to get used to that as a woman. I had to take a seat back and be like, I don't have to be the main provider. I don't have to struggle by myself. And that was something that I had to kind of learn how to get used to. So we had a little bit of everything, y'all. Like definitely experienced some stuff on the outside with blended families. I thank God, you didn't have kids, but if you did, we would have made it work. It's just dealing with outside entities, dealing with the...
I don't have none, trust me.
that you know of. You said the military was wild, so, I mean...
I don't know. They didn't call me.
He said they didn't call me.
So...
I can't with you.
I don't know nothing about it.
You would have been good father. They called you up tomorrow. You'd be like, okay, we got this. He's a good dad, though.
That's off tape stuff. Not even put that on there. No.
So yeah. So what the purpose of all of this? Like we have our YouTube channel, The Gooch Life, and we share like our family experiences. We share videos of us going places, and we wanted to make a reality like this is possible, even if you're not like these celebrities out here making all this money, even if you're not like what the image should be. You can still have fun with your family. You can still have a good marriage. You can still be a good family member. And
yeah, but society thinks that like it always has to be drama with stuff that people want to see.
Yes.
People always want to sit up and look at drama.
We found
why do you want to look at drama for?
Like if you post something on the internet that's like negative, I'm going through something, it'd be 60,000 comments, different likes, and then you say, "Oh, God is good," you get 1 like.
Yeah, but it's not
you get 1 check. They're like, yeah, everybody know God is good. Y'all know God is good. Everybody know that, but they just don't want to do it.
Because they want to see entertaining drama stuff. Sometimes I think people like evil. People like grimy stuff. People like
that's some people, not everybody.
Well, this podcast is for people who, guys, young women, young ladies, all that stuff like that. You love your spouse, wife,
significant other,
whoever you are, love.
And it's love.
Love doesn't forgive everything because there's some things that can't be forgiven.
Right.
But we already understand that, and I never imagine being with anybody else. Ever since I talked to my wife, since I got my wife's phone number, I never talked to nobody as serious as I did as
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't keep them from calling.
You couldn't keep the women from calling?
No.
I picked up a couple times and kept them from calling.
What?
I was like, hello. Okay.
Yeah, but
it's all good. I got this. Click.
Yeah, but I didn't call them.
They ain't called them all.
And I ain't getting mad at you, did I?
Well, if you did, we would have a problem.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
What problem do I have?
That's why we still married.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong with it. And I think,
scare them off.
Infidelity is the biggest issue that I've heard.
Yeah, because it makes it seem like it's so cool to be like that. Why?
Right.
I don't want to do that.
We have other issues besides that. Infidelity. It could be a million other things. It could be finances. It could be drama that you bring to the table. There's so many other things you can go through. But added infidelity into it, that sets it to a whole nother level.
That's something that I don't think you can come back from, because you sit up and talk to me every day. How can you not explain to me what's your problem?
I mean, communication is a thing. Communication is a
It's
problem.
a thing with certain people. It ain't one with us.
But I think that we've talked to enough couples to understand that is the main thing. Communication. They've all said, he won't talk to me, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You got to cut that out.
Communication is a problem. Like, sometimes you shut down and you don't have the words. You've even told me this. Sometimes he said, this is what my husband does, y'all, for example. And guys, you can use this. I don't have the words right now that I know I want to say. I'm going to come back to you when I figure it out. Yeah. And I'll be like, I respect that more than you coming at me with some bullarchy. Don't come at me with just like raw because you just want something to say back. He says, I'll get back to you when I get my words together, because maybe you're so upset. Maybe you're so wound up that you don't know what you want to say. But if you take time, take a minute, take a break and come back and you're like, okay, I thought about it. This is how I feel about that. And there's nothing wrong with that, y'all. We just want you to know there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but it always didn't. We've been married a long time, and it's never. We still a work in progress. We ain't perfect.
Right.
Don't ever think that everything.
Right.
No.
But I think that society, and I think people have a problem is when it get a little heavy, they get a little heated, people want to jump ship. I think it's like, this is too much work. This person get on my nerves. Well, your kids get on your nerves, but you gonna get rid of them too? Because I know mine do, y'all.
Some people do.
But, I mean, most people don't. They just deal with it. I'm not saying you have to deal with it. Like, I don't commend violence. We don't commend any kind of, like, situation where you're put in harm's way, or if you're emotional or physical abuse. We don't commend that. But if you can put in the work and bring back love into your household, we do commend that. It's some things that we've been through as a couple that have not been perfect. But our thing is this. At the end of the day, it's me and him and these kids.
Ain't nobody else going to be there.
Right. And we want to put in that work to make all these years mean something. And it's not going to be just like, oh, you didn't put the toilet seat down. Oh, you getting on my nerves. We about to split up. It's not going to be that.
I appreciate my wife because she understands me. If she didn't understand me, I don't think we'd be sitting here today.
So I mentor women, and then they try to change the men. They say, he could be so much this man. But when you met him, he was that man that you're with now. If I uplift him, if I praise him, and if
that's what she did.
Yeah, I mean,
I
uplift you? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you did. You helped me out a lot.
I don't need to help you out. My husband is the man, and I want him to feel like a man.
No, but what I'm saying is you gave me ideas to think about stuff, encourage me to do things, not like, these people over here have this. We need to have that.
Oh, like trying to keep up?
Ain't nobody trying to do that.
Right.
That's not what we do.
I said, we got this to work with. We're going to keep in our lane here. And I'm asking you, is that what we're going to do? And you say yes, and then we're going to roll with it. But I think a lot of women want to change their men because they think that, okay, I'm going to marry you, and then down the line, I'm going to get you where we need to be. And it's not going to work like that. Y'all both grown people, right?
By the time you get married, you should be, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. It's 18 and up. So, you uplift his attributes. If he's not strong in what subject, you be strong in that subject. If he has a weakness on this part, you be stronger in that part. It's kind of like a balance. Me and him complement each other, so he's not perfect, but I have to remember neither am I.
No, nobody is. There's no such thing as, man, you have to understand, man, marriage is work.
Right.
Every day is work.
It is.
Every day is work.
So even during COVID, bring back that love. Just kind of like have some conversations, and stress can bring everybody into like a a heated kind of situation, like a fight or flight, you know.
When she's stressed out, she'll call me at 3 o'clock in the morning if I answer the phone. If I ain't, obviously. But, I mean, our type of jobs and the line of work that we in is real stressful. And
right.
I've been doing mine for what?
This is, 14
years?
It'll be 15 some years.
Before we got married. It's always been the same stuff. And you seem to understand it, but you don't until you do it. But I understand that. But
in COVID, people's jobs, they've lost jobs. But if you have faith in each other and keep that strength with each other, like, you can get through anything. We broke, at least I'm broke with him. You know?
Yeah.
We broke together.
Broke before?
We've been broke before, y'all. I remember we've been so broke. We fed the kids and we didn't eat, but we looking at each other like we both hungry together. And that's the way it's been. Like, it makes me feel good as a woman that I have somebody to go through it with. And it doesn't have to look like us. Like, you don't have to be a woman. It could be a man. Whatever it is. Like, I know there's different relationship dynamics out there. Like, a man-to-man, woman, whatever it is. Just know that, like, it's hard, but you guys gotta work it out, right? And it doesn't look pretty, but you have someone not looking pretty together. Is there anything else you want to add before we... Oh. With the next episode, we have call-ins because we respect COVID.
I think we got about 4 minutes left.
COVID is real, y'all. So we having people call in instead of being guest speakers. And we're excited. And we are very
the next
excited.
Episode,
how many times can I say excited? Excited again about this podcast.
Our next episode is Does Love Heal?
We said that before, and that's a big topic.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Our call-in.
Our callers are excited to share, but we want to, if y'all have questions, email us, like I said, lovelizhere@gmail.com. And any emails that we get, we'll answer the questions on the podcast live. We'll just bring up the questions and we'll make sure we answer.
Because we've been having a lot of questions from my YouTube subscribers on our comments.
A lot of questions about how we do things.
Our stuff at home. We're in at home now. We're doing the podcast. So
the Gooch life.
The Gooch life.
It's been a fun roller coaster ride.
Kids home, dog home. We're just chilling.
It's some funny moments. So if y'all haven't seen it, check out the Gooch Life, y'all YouTube channel. And I'm excited though. Anything else you want to add before we wrap it up?
Nope.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you for watching.
We appreciate it.